this video, I want to break down how to magnetize quality leads in your niche in 2024. Look, I know you're here because your usual lead gen tactics, well, they're just not cutting it. Times have changed. You need leads, and not just any leads, but the kind that convert and bring in real value to your business. This really isn't about casting wide nets and then crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. I'm talking about getting real smart and precise about your strategies. Strategies that bring leads to you, not the other way around where you got to chase them. Oh, and by the way, stick around till the end because I want to break down a very simple framework to help you drive down your cost per lead by more than half of what other competitors are spending. Don't believe me? Well, here's proof. Okay, let's dive in, shall we? By the way, if this is our first time meeting, my name is Emmanuel, and this channel is all about giving entrepreneurs and business founders just like you, like really the no BS strategies to boost your business growth. Look, I've been where you are, struggling with lead generation, wasting a bunch of time, and more importantly, money on leads that go absolutely nowhere. It's super frustrating. But cracking the code on this not only skyrocketed my business, it also opened the floodgates for a lot of the people that I work with. And after years of grinding, I've actually honed in a very simple system that's not just going to get you leads, but get you the right leads, the ones that actually convert and contribute to your actual bottom line. And that is exactly what I'm here to share with you today. You see, when it comes to lead generation, I see a lot of founders making the exact same mistakes. First mistake is they're playing a numbers game. It's this belief that thinking more leads automatically mean better results. Like if I get 100 leads, one of them is bound to turn into a client. So my goal is to get to 100 leads. But what's the point of bringing in or paying for hundreds of leads if they're not converting? Key here isn't quantity, it's quality. And that comes with precision. Second big mistake that I've seen a lot of founders make is overlooking the lead's journey. Look, each potential customer is on a path with different needs and different pain points along the way. So if you're treating a lead who's maybe 90 days out from buying the same thing that someone's ready to buy like tomorrow, you're already messing up. It's really important to be tailoring your approach to where they are in their journey, and this is crucial for conversion. And last big mistake I've seen founders make is underestimating follow-up. This is a really big one. This is where I see a ton of entrepreneurs and founders drop the ball after initial contact. See, the thing is, this is where the magic happens, the follow-up, nurturing those leads, keeping these conversations going. This is where you build relationships and more importantly, trust. That said, let's solve these problems real quick, shall we? And the way that we're gonna do that is by truly helping you understand how lead magnets work. First off, you need to understand this. A lead magnet isn't just some freebie, complicated thing that you create and just throw out there to try to catch as many leads as possible. It's a targeted tool designed to attract the right kind of leads, the ones that are genuinely interested in really what you have to offer. Now, remember that second mistake I mentioned earlier, ignoring the lead's journey? Here's where lead magnets show their true value. You create lead magnets to speak directly to where your client is in their buying process. Is your lead just getting aware of their problem? Then maybe offer them like an educational guide. Are they considering solutions? Then maybe a comparison chart or a free consultation might be the lead magnet that you need. It's all about relevance and timing. And regarding that follow-up issue, big problem number 3, lead magnets are not a one and done asset. They're really just part of an ongoing conversation. Once someone opts in for a lead magnet, it's your cue to start nurturing the relationship. Send them personalized content or maybe check-in emails with another lead magnet that's the next solution to their next problem to get them higher in the buying process. These are things that are essential in your lead gen arsenal. So let's dive in a little deeper into actually tailoring your lead magnets more effectively. You see, leads go through different stages before they decide to buy. And each stage, your lead has their own unique mindset and pain points. And each stage actually is defined simply by time. So check this out. Look, if this is where your lead purchases, for example, then they feel some type of way, maybe 30 days out, 60 days out, and 90 days out. Your job, it's simple. It's to identify the problem at each one of these stages. And then from there, you create the solution. To essentially move them up a level till they eventually purchase. It's that simple. So let's say you're a small business owner that's looking to boost sales. So maybe here are some frustrations and needs that evolve over time and how you can use lead magnets to address these actual changes. So let's say 90 days out, they're at the beginning stages of realizing that they need to improve their sales strategy. They're exploring options, but they're overwhelmed by a variety of different methods and tools that are available out there to them. The main pain point here, not knowing where to start. A lead magnet for this could be crafting a guide to boost your sales in the digital age, like a starter's guide. This resource, it maybe helps them navigate through the basics of laying down the groundwork for effective sales strategies. Then moving them up to 60 days out, now they probably have a basic understanding but are struggling to decide which sales strategies would work the best for their specific business. So the pain point here is the fear of investing in the wrong approach. So your lead magnet could be an offer to a webinar series or an ebook called, maximizing sales, choosing the right digital marketing strategies. Now, these ideas for lead magnets can really be used for them to watch or read and help them make more informed decisions about where they should be investing really their resources. And at 30 days out, they're nearly ready to make the decision, but maybe they're having doubts about cost effectiveness or maybe a return on investment. And they need some sort of big final push to commit to a strategy confidently. Well, a compelling lead magnet here would maybe be detailing out case studies for real results on how our strategies skyrocket our client sales. And this provides tangible evidence of success and helps alleviate many of the fears about them making the wrong decision. And as they engage with each one of these lead magnets, it really just helps keep the momentum going. And then your job really at this point is to follow up with more advanced content or another lead magnet that anticipates and solves their next problem and really guide them closer and closer to the decision of the sale with each one of your interactions. That said, we actually have a program that works directly with you and really gets both of our nails dirty through working on this process with you. Like, we're gonna workshop it together and we'll help you define the different stages, the frustrations and solutions that would make really great lead magnets. And if you're at all interested, there's a link to a quick 10-minute brainstorm session right under this video. Highly recommend you book it if you need some help. So now that you understand the basics of the strategy, let's talk about recognizing when a lead magnet isn't doing its job. Now, this is crucial to know because not every lead magnet that you create will be a hit like the first time, and that's okay. The key here is to identify why it didn't work and then adjust. So first, let's talk about the red flags. If your lead magnet isn't working, you'll see it in the numbers: low opt-in rates, poor engagement, or minimal progression to the next stage of that buying journey. It's like throwing a party and then no one shows up. You really need to know why. And you ask why by really just analyzing the issue. Is the lead magnet not appealing enough? Is it not addressing a real pain point? Or maybe it's just not reaching the right audience. Like, these are all very crucial questions to be asking yourself in retrospect. And to be honest, sometimes the problem is as simple as, the title isn't catchy enough when you're promoting or marketing this lead magnet, or maybe the content is just not as specific enough that the audience is really resonating with it. Now, once you've identified the problem, then it's time to refine. Maybe you need to tweak the content a little bit, or maybe you need to make it more relevant or more actionable, or maybe it's all about changing how you present it. A more engaging piece of creative or a stronger call to action or better marketing on different channels will effectively move the needle for people to opt into your lead magnet. And then after you make these adjustments, you're gonna have to test again. You have to look at the data, you have to gather feedback, and just know that this is not a one-off process. This is not a set it and forget it type of thing. It's a cycle of continuous improvement. To be honest with you, what is probably working for you today or what is working for you today probably may not work 6 months from now. By the way, if you found this video helpful at all, really appreciate a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you in advance. Now, remember at the start of the video, I mentioned a very simple framework that could slash your lead gen costs by more than half compared to your competitors? Well, to be honest, this is what we do all the time, and I'm happy to give it to you. So here it is. Once you've got your lead magnet, and now it's time and you're ready to market it, it's not about setting up your ad to market this lead magnet and just cross your fingers and hope for the best. The real game changer here is continuous A/B testing of your creative and copy on a schedule. And this is where the magic happens. So every week you're gonna test. For us on Thursdays, it's the ad creative. So we always swap that out. And on Mondays, we tweak the ad copy or the actual text and description. Why? Because what appeals to your audience can change and you need to stay on top of those shifts. So when you're testing creatives, focus on different elements like the imagery, the colors, and the layout. But the key here, keep one element consistent and then change the other. Then notice which one gets more clicks and more engagement. But don't change multiple things within the ad or creative at the same time because you won't know what actually works and what actually doesn't. It's all about finding out what visually resonates with your audience. And also for copy, try playing around with headlines. Because sometimes a simple tweak to a word or two, or maybe just switching a few words around, is going to be the biggest difference between a lead scrolling past your lead magnet ad or actually getting them to stop and to click. The main thing here, though, is that you have to analyze the results. You need to figure out which version of the ad that performed better and really ask yourself the question, why? And then once you find these insights, refine your ads for the next big test. Look, this isn't about guessing. It's about creating data-driven decisions. And this method that I'm explaining to you here right now, this constant tweaking and refining can cut your lead gen costs significantly. For us, it's been more than half what the market is paying for. And it also ensures that you're not spending money on ads that aren't working. You're investing in continuous improvement to create high-performing ads. And that, at the end of the day, my friend, is how you reduce costs and how you increase efficiency with generating relevant leads.